Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the third video in the series of mine on how to attract bluebirds to your backyard. In this video, I'll go over the best bird feeders to feed bluebirds in your backyard. Let's get into the video. So, bluebirds are not very good perching birds. They're pretty chunky, as a matter of fact, and if you compare them to something like a chickadee or titmice, they're not very able on the bird feeder. So the feeders that are best for them tend to be tray feeders, as they can have a wide rim to perch on, and they can really spread out in the tray, so they can have plenty of room to perch without falling off the feeder. But some other feeders that'll work really well too are hopper feeders. So they kind of have the same principal design as a tray feeder, and they'll have a ring around them usually, or like a little container where the seed comes out. And the advantage of a hopper feeder is that you can keep a larger amount of seed clean and fresh and ready for the bluebirds whenever they want to come get it. Since hopper feeders have a roof, the seed gets protected from snow and wind and rain. So the same principle also applies for a fly-through feeder. Kind of is the hybrid between a hopper feeder and a tray feeder, and so it's like pretty much a tray feeder with a roof. I have some. You can buy them online. They're a little more pricey than like a tray feeder or a hopper feeder would be, but they're very much worth the expense. Bluebirds absolutely love fly-through feeders. Another feeder, if you're offering shelled sunflower seeds or peanuts, is a tube feeder. So tube feeders tend to be better for bluebirds because they'll keep the starlings off the feeders. The starlings can just run rampant in tray feeders if they find them, and if you put it in a tube feeder, starlings are bigger than bluebirds, and it'll keep them from feeding there as easily. Not saying they can't, starlings are very able on the bird feeder, but it'll definitely slow them down. The little stick perches don't usually work as well. Ones that are like a U-shape perch tend to work best on a tube feeder. If you're feeding suet, of course you can use just a standard suet cage or a double suet cage. They can cling pretty well onto surfaces, sort of like woodpeckers can, but they usually tend to prefer having like a perch nearby that they can get the suet out of the cage. So back what I was saying about the starlings. So I'll have another video coming out later in the series on how to feed the bluebirds, but how to keep the starlings away. So be looking for that. Should be out, whenever I get to it. Well, that's all I have for today's video. Really, feeding bluebirds isn't super complicated, so I hope you learned a thing or two. The next video will be on bird baths for bluebirds, their placement and whatnot. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of any videos. And if you like this series and want to keep it going, leave a like on the video. Helps out a lot. Good luck with your bluebirds. Thanks for watching.